All right, well, that's the morning routine. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Minecraft with Grimo. How you guys doing today? How are you doing? Welcome back. I always say welcome back and how are you doing twice, right? Every time. We should make a drinking game out of it. Anyway, check that out. Got Thor's toothpick right there. That's right. I updated the Trident farm. We'll just fly right over here where I had my other crappy attempt at a farm, which was diving down there, killing some drown, riding up a water elevator, letting them respawn, diving back down, killing them. But this thing, all I had to do was add this giant, stupid block tower, which I know I could put like pixel art in or something, and maybe we'll upgrade it one day with some pixel art or something. I don't know. It's just another one of these industrial farms that's sort of out of the way, but this is literally just a water tower. I don't even know how to like, it's so dark in here. Jeez, using the free cam I can't even, I don't know, we could turn on outlines. Let's see. Yeah, so we can kind of see a few guys. So all this is a giant tower with water source blocks at the top, and that's it. It's all falling water inside, and I didn't realize that drown spawn in falling water, but then they don't swim up. They just kind of come down. So you see it's very slow, but it's pretty much, according to YouTube, this is kind of the best thing as far as make it a simple farm. And then you just stand here, and it takes a couple hours to get some tridents, but it's very simple. And you got 4 spaces in here, so you don't have to worry about too much empty cramming. And you get lots of this rotten flesh. Get a chicken every now and then. And you get copper ingots. I've already pulled out a bunch. And you get the shells. The, whatever they're called. The little shells to make the, Yeah, there's another ingot right there. You get the shells with which to make, what are these things called? Conduits. But I also went ahead and just dropped one down in there. Right there, and... Wait, how come I don't have the... There we go. There we go. Now it lights up. Now we got some conduit. I don't know why I put it here. It's just, you know, this is part of Axe Harbor, so I just put it in here right in the middle, and I don't really know what to do with it down here, but there it is. Anyway, okay, we got something to do here. Couple things to do. One is just to maybe show you what I built again off camera. You know what I'm going to do for this? I changed this light here a little bit. Yeah, I've been working on some different lighting designs and things like that. Whatever, in a creative world. But you know what, this thing, I think I'm going to make this a tunnel, like a walk-through area, where we could just continue this path, walk through here. You would come out on this side. This is kind of the bummer, though. I'm so compressed for space. But you would come out of here and then maybe sweep around, and then it would just join up with this pathway right here. Someday, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. So, there we go. Little horse carriage. I don't think I've showed this off, so I brought some horses from over there, and these horses they're pretty quick as far as riding goes. And I did see the announcement. I think it's in 1.20 or 1.19.4 or whatever. We're gonna get like the ability to. They're changing sort of the. I don't think it's an algorithm, but the algebra that goes into when you breed horses. We're actually going to be able to get like decent upgraded horses by breeding better and better horses. So that's actually pretty cool. But yeah, there's my little. You know, people do these little. This is not remarkable, this thing here, but it's the first time I've built a little stupid wagon, block built something. I really don't like this sort of stuff, but I'm getting into it. I'm learning. So we saw this is what we built last time, and then I kind of went sort of gangbusters here on this pathway, and all the way down there we've got some builds to look at. Again, I just wanted to fill in this front area, and I was like, yeah, I could just put a bunch more bushes and trees, but I didn't want trees to sort of block the view of the cool butcher's house here. So I was like, all right, I'll just throw some marketplace things. These guys, this guy sells sweet berries and maybe beef jerky, except this is all raw, so whatever. But anyway, it's a meat and berry stand. Maybe it's a meat and jam stand. And then we have a little flower shop, because I don't really know why there's a flower shop. I just always wanted to build a little flower shop, put a bunch of flowers on display, but there we go. We got some flowers, and then we have our little pathway that sort of leads up into this farm area, and we can kind of cruise around here. We still have a path that cruises in for harvesting our stuff here. I think maybe we could put some villagers in here. These are constructed so that I could put villagers in here and just have some sales force, you know, to rake in the dough, the emeralds. And then this pathway continues all the way up. You can cut through the little farmland here, but you can also cut around this way. But we'll look at that in just a second because of that build. That's right. We got a little, I'm getting ahead of myself, but we got a little bridge. It was super fun to do. And anyway, yeah, so this is what this side over here looks like. We got some of these hedges sort of sticking up here, and then another one of these little designs that I'm just sort of repeating, this sort of glowberry vine design. It's sort of on each stretch. Does nice to fill in the area. And then we have a little I had a little space right here, and I thought, you know, the butcher's probably got a little kiddo who wants to sell some lemonade, I guess. So we have a little lemonade stand. It just needed to be sort of smaller, and anyway, so we got lemonade. He's got one bottle of honey. We'll think of it as lemonade. But yeah, anyway, continue the path around here, take it over to our armorer's house. But yeah, I wanted to fill in little areas, right? Just talk about this whole like filling things in. So we've got this sort of sticking with the sort of the purple motif or whatever, the crimson wood and everything, little barbecue setup. That's no big deal. And then we got this cool bridge that kind of goes across this big, what was a big open area here. We could jump out here in the free cam and take a look at this whole, like, yeah, I wanted to have a little, you know, if you have a bridge, it has to go over something, right? So I wanted to make a little pond, you know, sort of, and this area was sort of a pond already, so I just sort of extended it and brought it over this way a little bit. decorated it up. I know I still have some flat areas in here that need more filling in or whatever, but I also went through in a bunch of there's a lot of well, I put a bunch of fish in here. I tried to make sure they couldn't get out, so we do. There we go. We got some fish in here, and I think there's even a couple blowfish in here. Oh yeah, look at that. They all sit in the corner down here. Dang it. Alright, so all the fish go sit in the corner. That's some stupid pathfinding. They probably can't find their way out of here because of the stairs and the slabs. I wish they would swim around over here. Maybe I'd have to go in and fill that in. But yeah, I really liked putting the... this is kind of really the first time I threw a bunch of this dripstone, and I thought it actually worked out pretty good. So we got some sea pickles down in there. It makes it all lit up and everything. And then we've got our little bridge here that cruises across. I like it. And then we have this little pathway. This is where we were skirting the edges of this farm. And yeah, it just kind of cruises in through here, and I wanted to dress this stuff up, sort of fill it in and everything. There's all these little pathways and sort of shortcuts to get to different areas, I suppose. That just sort of becomes par for the course. I do try to be meticulous about making sure I don't have any spawnable spaces. This little path branches down and branches off, goes back into the main village area. But we can also wrap around here. I know this side of the hill needs to be all dressed up and everything. It'll come. It'll come. But I did connect this path finally, and yes, you heard a little thing over there. We'll talk about that in a second. But now our pathway here is connected to here, so I do need to fill all this stuff in one little bit at a time. And then this is just another weird structure. I don't know what the armorer is doing here, but he's got a interesting something going on here. I'm not really sure what it is. He's a weird individual. This is a weird family. Remember, they're the weird artsy family. They got the... Oh, I don't even know what I'm saying. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just babbling at this point. Let's throw on some shaders. There we go. Yeah, there we go. That's what we're talking about, right? Yeah, that's pretty nice. So, the little big build. Let's head on over to this spot. Oh yeah, this is a little thing I saw on YouTube. Those are banners to kind of make like little cushions in the couch or whatever this is, the bench. I think it's kind of cool. They are red banners. I don't know why they turn black. It doesn't even matter if the shaders are on or off. They stay black. So I guess that's just a thing. You don't get color out of the banners when they're submerged in a stair block. Okay, so I had this spot over here that needed some... Oh, we didn't even talk about this. That's right. This is another thing I did. Again, these things are just not things I can do on camera because I don't really have plans, and then it just takes too long to record it. So I wanted to decorate this all used to be just empty space, right? Just used to be a little green hill. So I threw down another little custom tree, filled in some areas with bushes. We still have a little bit of empty space up here. Got to do something, maybe a little flower garden or something. But I was like, yeah, it's just like a big empty space right here. And I was like, yeah, I don't know, like a gazebo would be cool, out the back of the starter house. So I just threw it in there. I don't really know what it is, but it does have a nice little view. Come up here to the little gazebo, you can have like your little, come out here for breakfast. I don't know, there's no chair. But you can kind of sit here and look out at a nice view. That birch tree probably needs to be turned into a custom tree. View of the tower. That's actually a nice view right there. That's actually cool. I like it. Anyway, so that's just another area for filling this in. And now I needed to fill in something here. We've got a big open space. So we've got this big open space here, right? It's been here for a long time. And as you can see, I started a little pathway here for today's little build. The little big build, and it's going to go, and we have this big stretch right here, and I was like, okay, what am I going to put here in this long narrow stretch? Am I just going to fill it with a row of trees? Is it going to be a bunch of overgrown plants? I had thrown this gate in here when I did this section in the past video for the greenhouse, just as like a decorative thing. And then I was like, yeah, so I was like, what? So I spent a couple days just sort of thinking, just wondering about what could go in this weird space. I could have like extended the crops down here, the wheat crops, but we'll eventually have a wheat farm, which could have gone in here. But I came up with, I think, what is a cool idea. So let's build it, and then we will talk about the big part of the little build. All right, I got it all cleaned up, got it all built. It just always takes much longer than I think it's going to take anyway. So we have a nice little pathway that runs up here. Got our little standard sort of mini golf. These always remind me of sort of mini golf lights or whatever, mushrooms. But yeah, so we have our thing in here, and of course, I bet you can guess what's going to go in here. I've never actually done one of these. I know this is a pretty common thing in most Minecraft Let's Plays or whatever. At least seems like a common thing, but yeah, anyway. But we got this nice little gazebo thingy or whatever, and the pathway just sort of continues on through here, and we can come out over here too. So now we have a way to get to the other side or cut through here or whatever. So, you know, the pathways are always connecting things so that there's multiple ways to access. Man, every time I zoom out here, I think like Axe Harbor looks so small compared to like a lot of, you know, real YouTuber Minecrafter worlds. But this is definitely, I think, the coolest world, the coolest build so far that I've done personally. I just think it's cool, but it's very small. I want it to be huge. I always look at Wax Fraud stuff, and I'm just like, good lord, man. He builds on a much larger scale, though. And of course, you know, I mean, he does this full time. He's like breaking blocks 8 hours a day, which is insane. I could never do that. But anyway, yeah, this is going to be our job board. Crymo's Minecraft job board. That's right. So I've got some stuff here. I've got signs and everything, and I'm going to populate this. Snap of a finger and it's all finished. Well, it's not even finished. I actually need like way more. I have way more things to do. This is probably plenty to start with, but there might be these other things I want to do that are just, you know. Anyway, okay, well, cool. So let's light them up here. So we need houses. These are just villagers. So we're going to turn the villagers. I don't know why I'm using brown dye. I just want to see what brown looks like with the glow ink. There we go. Oh, I like the brown on here. That's nice. I did go with yellow for the enchanted books. So for the librarians. Some of these are like maybe even unnecessary. Like, do we really need you know, crossbow enchantments? But hey, it's all an excuse for more buildings. But look at that. Each one of these needs to be a house or a structure of some kind. Maybe I'm going to come up with some ideas, you know, at some point where we can have like sort of like double structure, like what is it called? Like like where there's like two townhouses built together. I'm old. I can't remember words. I can't even pan without going into the weeds. I get into the weeds and everything. Anyway, right. So now these are just farms, I think, that I want to build pretty soon. That's sort of a farm and an activity. That's a farm. Those two are not. Those last two are... that's a farm. Yes, we need a glowing farm because I like the glowing. So this might be purple. Okay. It kind of gives us a different vibe to the pink. Anyway, that's it. It's finally got a board up here to have a reminder list of things, what's coming. And what's kind of cool is some of these villagers I already have waiting to go. We have a Silk Touch villager waiting, a Feather Falling villager waiting, and the Efficiency 5. They're all over there waiting to move into their new house whenever it's built. So super cool. Anyway, so that's it, man. That's all we got for today. Thanks so much for hanging out. I hope you guys have a great couple of weeks, and I will do my best to keep on this every other week schedule. We'll see how it goes. I'll see ya when I see ya. See ya.